Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in this video we're going to look at select one from file or select multiple from file. So if you've been with us this far or you've used select one or select multiple on XLS form, select one from file is straightforward, it's basically the same thing. The only difference is whenever you have a select one, you're expected to have the choices, the list of options in the choices sheet. But select one from file now is when you have the list of choices that you want in an external CSV file. Yeah, largely because the files are the options are either too long or they are something you already have. So it wouldn't, you wouldn't need to move them into the choices sheet. You can use them the way they are. Of course, there's a particular structure that you have to work with that in order for it to work effectively with XLS form. So we're going to do that. Now, conventionally, let's assume you want to add something like select one, let's say state, right? So if we have select one state, it means we're supposed to have, so we have select one state here. So we already have state. So I'm going to just remove this so it doesn't break our thing. So what we're seeing is select one option from state. So let's say select state and then state selection, right? So now if we were to upload our form, I'm going to upload this form. What you would observe is it's just going to prompt it's just going to give you a basic select one where you're able to select from the list of options we already have on our choices sheet. So I've done that. And now as soon as I open the form, what you would observe is that, right? It's asking of state selection and selecting one from state. Right. Now select one from file or select multiple from file works basically the same thing, but this is how it works exactly. So let's have this. So select one from file expects you to have this. So let's say select one from file, right? Select one from file and then select one from file. So we've selected this, and now what we have is select one from file, file.extension. So I'm going to change this to states.csv. States.csv. Now, what we're seeing is select one from a file and the file name is states.csv. So of course we need to have our own file called states.csv. Now, how our choices sheet work is it basically uses name and label. But the only reason why we have list name is so that it categorizes the choices into buckets, right? So it doesn't show you, when I say select one from state, it doesn't show you yes or no, and also show you mathematics, English, and other subjects. So it only shows you the list of states. That's what the list name is there for. But in this also we have a file called states.csv, and everything there will be selectable. So I have my own states.csv here. I'm going to show you how the structure is and how to upload it. So this is what my CSV looks like. So I have a file. If you can see the file name here, it's called .csv. Of course, it has to be exactly the same as what we have here. And so instead of having a list name, because the file itself is the list name, all I need to have is name and label and then other additional columns for chest filter and other things that might use in the future. Like population, we can retrieve that using some functions. We'll look at that in a later video. And of course, it has to be saved in a CSV. So I have my name and label, of course, conforming to the name column that XLS form specifies. None of my cells here, none of my cells under the name has a space in it. They all have underscore. So these are all the lists of the 36 states and the FCT in Nigeria. So this is what I have. What I'm seeing is the states I'm selecting are coming from here, and this is the name and label. So this is what I have. Now, I wouldn't save this. I already have it saved, so don't save. I'm going to slide my ODK Central here. So I'm going to create a form, and then I'm going to upload my new form, right? So I'm going to upload the form. And the moment I do that, what you'd observe, so sorry, we haven't finished adding all the necessary things. So I'm going to say state selection, and then I'm also going to say state selection. Maybe just give it an underscore 2, just so we distinguish which one is which. So now after I've saved this, right? Now, when I upload my XLS form, what we would observe is it's now going to prompt me to upload a states.csv file, right? It's loading. Now you can see here, it's asking me that it's expecting a data file, right, called states.csv. Now I need to find this file and upload it. So you can either drag or you can choose to upload. I'm going to drag it. I have it opened here. So I'm going to drag the states.csv. We already saw the states.csv. Once I do that, it's going to tell me that everything looks good. And I'm going to upload the file. So it's green to show me that I have uploaded status. Now let's publish form. What we would see now is if we now come to our form, what happens is when you refresh to get a new form, it also downloads along it the CSV file for the states as you had uploaded. So now that I've uploaded this, what you'd observe is next, I have all the list of the states here, and we don't have them on the traces sheet here, but it's part of the options select. Imagine if you had a list of all the stuff you're visiting, or all the list of items you want to visit, or the list of locations you want to visit. You already have them on a file and somewhere archived on your among your documents. You don't need to then capture all of that and move it to a traces sheet. You can work with it as a CSV, and it works the same as select one from select one if it were on the trace sheet, and you can do the same thing with select multiple. So if I were to change this to select multiple, it would behave the same way as select multiple would behave if the traces were on if the options were on the traces sheet. And you can use the same appearances you have with select one and select multiple. So I've just done that here. So I'm going to upload that. I'm going to move my server window here, and I'm going to upload the new file here. Because I had uploaded the states.csv, unless I'm uploading a new file, it's still going to maintain that CSV. And of course, one thing is you can have multiple columns. So I've done the update. I'm going to refresh. And once I go to the next question, I have select multiple. The same way it works. This is how select one from file works. You have the file, which looks something like this. Instead of having list name, you only need name and label, and other columns as you wish or as appropriate in the document. And then as soon as you upload your file, then you have select one from file, and you ensure that the file name and the extension are exactly captured on your XLS form. So once you upload to your server, to ODK, it's going to prompt you to upload that CSV file. You do that, and then if the structure is right, you're going to have the list of options there. So this is how you're able to work with select one from file, select multiple from file. Very straightforward. If you know how to work with select one or select multiple, it's basically the same thing, just having the traces in an external file as opposed to your traces sheet. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.